Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Saturday filled with college football. And I'm on a high, Scott, because the Knicks, anytime the Knicks beat the Celtics, I get this warm, fuzzy boner that just absolutely makes my day, partner. And they gave him a good ass whooping, by the way. It was fun to watch. I almost ran up to the game. I was going to call you to see if you wanted to run over. Scott's like a few blocks away, and at the last second, I started looking for a ticket, Scott. Swear to God, partner, the cheapest ticket was $569, and it was in the nosebleed.
Yeah, it's a ripoff going to
What?
Knicks games, but it's free on TV. And I know that they won by 10 and Brunson had 31, and they're 2-0. I got to tell you though, I mean, I know you're probably all in, and I get that, but every game that I watch, all I hear about is the Knicks are going to the finals, and
We're a long
literally
way from
from
that, partner.
every national studio
Yeah,
analyst to the play-by-play guys to the color guys, they're all saying Knicks in the finals. And I think that
yeah,
is, premature ejaculation. I think that is insanity. We just
I agree.
started. We played two games and they're going to the finals. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, partner. I'm with you. And for me, it's even a little bit worse than that
They
because
never go
they,
to the finals.
sometimes. Yeah, Scott, sometimes a team suffers a loss that has that like wicked stain, and you say, "Oh my God," I've heard you say it, like the next year you think they can come back from it, and they can't. What the Knicks did to blow that game, the first game when they were up, Scott, like 14 points with 3 minutes left, was absolutely unbelievable to Indiana. They got to get that stain knocked away. And by the way, that's not going to happen till the playoffs. So, we got a long fucking way to go.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
let's just remember they can't beat the Pacers. So
Yeah.
I don't know how many times they got to lose to the Pacers for people to believe. Now I know they beat Cleveland and I know they beat Boston. Let's not forget that Boston has no Tatum, so they're not
Well,
the
they have
same
less
team.
than that,
And I'll give
Scott.
you this:
Yeah, they're
the Pacers are missing their star player too after he tore his Achilles. So they
yeah.
got
No,
issues.
the league is hurting. I want to throw one thing out to you, Scott, because I've had a chance. I have the NBA package. I watch every fucking game I can. I'm going to throw this out there right now. Do not discount the fact that Wembanyama could be the MVP this year. I'm telling you, dude, he is at least 7'6", and if he doesn't get hurt, nobody can stop him.
Yeah,
Nobody.
and
It's
they won again
unbelievable.
last night, and I had him by a hook.
Great game.
And he's an incredible player. And the first game was even better, the 40 and 15 and the reverse dunk. I know Zion threw one down on him last night. You have to understand, people act like that's some kind of surprise. Zion Williamson is a motherfucking beast. He is a bull in a china shop. And when he attacks the 10 with his
Yeah.
size, weight, and
Yes.
strength, he is ripped ass. And I am telling you, there is no one that can get in his way and stop him. First
I
of
agree with
all,
you.
he outweighs Wembanyama by 50 pounds. He means business when he goes to the
Yeah, it's got.
believe me, you don't want to get
Yeah, and
his way, you'll get hurt.
I'm with you, Scotty, and I got to tell you this. I think even the coaching staff will tell Wembanyama, listen, if you see him wind up, don't put your wrist anywhere near the rim because he'll break it off.
Yeah,
Like
and
he is
and
vicious.
let me just say this too. They act like we've had this conversation before. They have fucked him up so bad in New Orleans. That organization, front office, coaching staff, how many coaches he's been through now. He is a great player when he's healthy. And then even when he's healthy, they keep him out of back to backs. And he's like, they're the ones doing this to me. It's not me. I want to play. So I think the Pelicans are a pussy organization.
Yeah, and I thought they actually were going to turn the corner. I do like a couple of their pieces, but I got to tell you right now, I'm with you, Scott. That team is cursed, and they need to get some draft picks from Zion. I just think they're a terrible team. They're 0-2, and they'll just continue to lose. And Zion is a beast. He's awesome. Hey, let's get to sports. Are you good for college, Scotty? I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. It's going to be an incredible day. Obviously, a big event in Bloomington with UCLA and Indiana playing at noon, and it's
Unreal.
on Fox, and they're doing their show there. And, I think both shows are there. Isn't game day there too?
It's a big deal, Scotty. It's a really big deal. And I got to ask you something. Since you were a lifelong Indiana guy, did you ever think that you would see Indiana literally being talked about, certainly in the top 3 football teams in the country?
I've never seen them number 2 in the country before, and I do not think that they're better than Ohio State, but I think they're a really good team. It's amazing to me what he's done, Signetti, with a bunch of 3-star athletes. He doesn't have 4s and 5s. The guy has a slew of 3s, and all I know is, his father was a great offensive coach and a great football coach, and he learned from his dad. And everywhere he's been, he's had these explosive offenses. And in Bloomington, it's no different. He's coaching them offensively. The thing that surprised me is how he has brought the right, defensive coaches to that team and the right types of players. He reminds me of, teams like Belichick had guys that did jobs. That was their only reason for having you on the team, that you had a job to do and that you were capable of fulfilling that role and doing the job. That's the way Signetti coaches.
Great.
He gets guys to play roles that they are made to play. I mean, that is what their mission in life is to be at that position doing that job. Everybody does their job, one cohesive unit, everyone doing the right thing. Great things can happen to teams that are on the same page, that communicate, that have each other's back, that talk, that know what they're supposed to do in their role, and you see the results.
Yeah, it's kind of going to add one more thing to it. We're starting to see Indiana players go to the NFL, and that's the final piece. Win a lot so that you're on the big game so people can see you. When you want to be a third, second, fourth round pick, you need to be on TV. So that's a big deal. And Indiana right now, to me, they're going to start getting some 5-star recruits because A, they got the money, and B, they got the coach.
I am
So anyway, let me give you some games here, Scott. I'm going to give you
I
some
am concerned about that number today. UCLA's averaging like 275 yards on the ground. They've won 3 in a row. Neuheisel's very creative offensively. They're exciting. They're running the ball down teams' throats. They're controlling over 30 minutes of ball control per game as opposed to their opponents who aren't touching the ball because UCLA has the ball the whole game. Indiana has their hands full today with UCLA. I think the number's too big. And remember, I gave you Michigan State and they covered against them too.
Yeah, well, here's my same game parlay. And by the way, we don't do parlays, so don't bet a fucking parlay. But the game's going over and UCLA is going to cover. All right, let's go back up to the top, Scotty,
Whoa.
and let's go and here we go. South Florida, Scott, Memphis, both 6-1, really good game. 6.5-point spread, Scotty. 6 point spread.
It's just such a great game. I
Great
like
game.
the over 58.5. I think both teams are explosive. I think it's going to be up and down all day. That's a game in Memphis that I'd be interested in going to. That place is going to be lit. Both of these teams can score. I think, God, I'll tell you what. I mean,
Memphis covers for
yeah, I
me.
kind of
Memphis
like
covers.
Memphis at home, but I like the over more.
Yeah, me too. I like where you're going there. All right, I'm gonna try and keep you on like really good games today because we got so much to cover. So let me just get some of the better action. Actually, SMU is playing Wake Forest. We got a 5-2 team against a 4-2 team. The spread is about 4 points. Got 3.5, 4 points that Wake Forest is getting. What do you think about that one?
Look, I just thought last week blew my mind that SMU, went on the road and won. And now here they are, unless I'm tripping, right? So now here they are again on the road. And
Yep, at Wake.
I like them to win in Winston-Salem. So I guess they won at Death Valley against Clemson. It was 35-24. That blew my mind. And now they're going to Wake. If they can beat Clemson's ass, they can beat Wake. I like SMU to win in Winston-Salem today outright.
I'm with you on
And
that
cover 3.5.
100%. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. We already talked about Indiana. I'm going to take you to the Nebraska team, which is 5-2, against the Northwestern team, which is 5-2. The spread 7.5 points.
I like Nebraska to handle this by double digits.
I agree with you. Onward. I'm going to take this an interesting game, and I want to bring it up because it's in the Ivies. but I'm going to bring it up because, guys, I think this is a small school best bet for you. It's Harvard at 5-0 against Princeton 3-2. But these are always actually just great games, hotly protested. It's one of those things where you got a bunch of geeks going to the game, screaming and yelling and doing designer drugs. But I think Princeton covers here, gang. This is one of my Lehigh style bets. 19 and a half, 20 points is too much. Too
I
much.
just am glad they're
So I'm
doing
going to move
designer
on.
drugs.
Yeah, hey, why not? Georgia Tech, Scott, is undefeated, 7-0. They're playing Q's.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I like the Ramblin' Wreck at home at Bobby Dodd to handle their business.
I do too. All right, Virginia at 6-1, playing a Belichick team. Ten
Yeah,
and a half point
again,
spread.
I like Virginia here in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. I keep waiting for something to happen,
And I
and
like
it
the
never
under
does.
in that game, to be honest. I
Oh,
think that North Carolina sucks.
yeah, I'm with you. Hey, another really good game, Scott. I would love to tune it. Man, there's a lot of noon games I want to see. I'm going to have my screen like 8 wide. Ole Miss, Oklahoma, both 6-1 teams, 5.5 point spread.
Yeah, I'm going to plead the fifth here because it's involved in our pay picks today. Great game,
I
though, in
understand.
Norman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I'm gonna scoot by some of this shit and the chafe, Scott, and I'm gonna take you to okay. Oh my God, I'm flying up here. All right, I'm gonna take you to an interesting game. You're gonna go, what?
What
Why interesting?
time?
But I've got a pick for you. Illinois State, South Dakota, 4-3 and 5-3. And I have a pick for you. And I know you have no skin in this game, but I have kind of a best bet pick here because I think actually Illinois State is going to go in there and win on the money
What
line.
time
So
is the
that's why I'm
game?
bringing that one up. The game is 2 o'clock, Scott.
Yeah, I see it now. Illinois State and South Dakota. Yeah.
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 You got no skin in
And so
that,
what are you
brother.
saying is going to happen in that game? I have no bones in that.
Illinois is going to win on the money line. They're getting 3.5. They're going to win outright.
All right.
There you go. I've got Scotty Connecticut at 5-2. Rice is 3-4. Scott, it's a 10.5 point spread.
I like UConn again, although 10.5 is hairy with the spread. The game's down in Texas, so and Rice isn't that bad. It might be too many points for UConn on the road down in the heat.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I'm
85
taking the
degrees.
point.
I'll take the points.
Yeah, I'm taking the points too. So I've got Utah State and New Mexico, Scott. They're both 4-3. Close game. Spread is 2.5. Actually, two and well, really, you can get it at 2. Utah State, New Mexico. three
Yeah, I
o'clock game,
like
Scott.
New Mexico at home and the under 61.5.
I agree with you on both of those. Yeah, look at this. We never agree this much. Tarleton State. I'm only bringing it up, Scotty, because they are 8-0. Eastern Kentucky is 3-4. It's a 23.5 point spread.
Well, it just screams to me that Tarleton cigarettes are going to smoke them, even on the road against Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm probably with you on that one. I got two 5-2 teams for you, Scott, at 3:30 p.m. Minnesota against Iowa, 8.5 point spread. That may be too many. That just may be too many.
Yeah, I think it's too
I don't know
much.
about
I
that.
like
I don't know.
Minnesota with the points.
Yeah, interesting. Brigham Young is 7-0. Iowa State is 5-2. That's a game I'd like to watch.
I
That's a
like
game I
Brigham
would
Young.
definitely like to watch.
They're better. They're undefeated. They're going to go to Ames and they're going to win outright. I bet on Iowa State twice on this show on pay picks, and both times took it in the ass.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I like Brigham Young. Illinois and Washington, two 5-2 teams, 3.5 point spread.
I like Washington at Husky Stadium no matter what.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm worried that thing is going to be like a fucking 1 point game
I
either
like the
way.
over.
Temple. Let me take a look at that. Oh, so does AI. AI loves the over on that. Actually, there's a 2.5 point, 3 point wiggle room on that. Good pick. We've got Temple against Tulsa. Kind of a shitty game, but we've got a 4-3 team against a 2-5
I have
team.
to plead the fifth. This is also part of
Uh,
the pay package today.
Very good. I'm gonna take that one to the bank. North Carolina State against Pittsburgh. It is 6.5, Scott. 6.5 point game. Who do you like in that one?
Oh man, I like Pitt, but that number scares the hell out of me. Uh, I think. Oh man, yeah, I can't lay 6.5 to NC State. In fact, I like NC State in the over.
I was about to tell you, I was about to jump in. I'm taking State and the over on that one. We agree. San Diego State at 5-1, Fresno State at 5-2. 3.5 point spread. You can get 3 points everywhere.
I told you this one earlier in the week. I'm going to take Fresno at home outright.
Yeah. Damn, I agree with you. And I do like San Diego State this year. All right, onward we go. We've got Western Michigan against Miami of Ohio. Both teams are 4-3. It's a 2 point spread. That's a 3:30 game, Scott.
I have to plead the fifth. It's also involved in our pay pick package, Your Honor.
I love it. You know what? You want to hear it? Buy the fucking package. Reach into your goddamn wallet. Your arm's not too short to box with God. Pull your wallet out and sign up. All right. Alabama is 6-1. South Carolina is 3-4. 11 point spread.
I like the over, and I like Alabama.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. Navy is undefeated, Scott. FAU. We've got a 14.5 point spread. That may be too many.
Nah, I think Navy beats the shit out of them in Annapolis.
Fair enough. Okay. You can get that at 14 everywhere. Missouri against Vandy. Scott, 2-6-1 teams. Another game I will love to watch. 3 point spread.
I've seen this Vandy team just keep winning. And at home, they're lethal. I'll take Vandy at home and Pavia. He's a great young quarterback. He's a stud. He's cocky as fuck. I say they beat Missouri today in Smashville.
Yeah, that one's going over too. Baylor 4-3. Cincinnati 6-1. 3.5 point spread.
I love Cincinnati here. Love them. I like that short price too. -3.5. I'm all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, so for you guys too, when we circle these, Scott's on it, I'm on it. If you're looking for a really hot play today, I'm all over Cincy. All right. Texas Tech 6-1 against a really shitty Oklahoma State team. 37 point spread.
They're going to beat them by 50.
All right. I don't touch it, but I don't doubt it. Texas is 5-2. Mississippi State is 4-3. We've got a 7.5 point spread.
I'll take Mississippi State in the points in Stark Vegas.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I would take a peek, everybody. AI, 4 engines, average 51 points. You can get that at 46.5. Take a close look at that. Take a look at the over. TCU is 5-2, Scott, and West Virginia having a bad year, 2-5. 17 point spread.
I mean, this is brutal. Look, I think TCU is going to have problems in Morgantown, even though West Virginia is awful. I'll take the 17 points. Like, this is a game that screams TCU, that they're going to beat their ass. It's automatic, and then you bet it and lose your fucking money.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't touch it, but I'm with you. Miami, Stanford. We talked about this a little bit. Stanford is actually playing better football, but Scott, it's a 30-point spread.
Miami's such a disappointment. I got to take the 30 points.
I'm taking the 30 as well. I will tell you this. I do think that Stanford's going to score 2 tutties, so that to me screams over. Yeah. Wisconsin, Oregon. Obviously, Wisconsin 2-5. Oregon is 6-1. And once again, this massive spread, Scott, 32.
Everybody puts 40 on Wisconsin. Even average teams put 40 on them. I think Oregon's going to put 50 on them.
Yeah, and by the way, that over is once again a really good, solid, best bet kind of play today. I really like it. I'm with Scott. I think that alone could be 50 or 55 points. I think they're way the fuck off. So take a look at that. All right, we've got Louisville against a terrible BC team. Scott, it's 5-1. Louisville 1-6. BC.
I've already seen this Louisville offense. It's incredible. I think they're going to kill Boston College.
Yeah. So we've got Texas A&M undefeated, LSU 5-2.
Plead the
I'm going to
fifth.
jump in real quick, partner, and tell you the over. I love the over here.
Well, then go with that, folks, because I plead the fifth. I'm involved in the spread.
And
I'm
4.
actually involved in the money line.
Look at you. Look at you. Michigan State 5-2, 3-4.
I'll take
14 and a half
Sparty in
point
the
spread.
points in East Lansing. I almost said Rutherford.
Yeah, you almost did. And I agree with you, even if it was in Rutherford. All right. We've got Tennessee at 5-2, Kentucky 2-4.
I like Tennessee to roll Kentucky, even in Lexington, and have sex with their cheerleaders.
Yeah, I actually think you've got about 4.5 points, Scott, room there with AI. I love Tennessee to just punch them in the cock. Two undefeated teams, North Dakota State, South Dakota State, 4.5 point spread.
I don't know what to think of this game. They're both so good, but like I actually, the number at 46 and a half screams the under to me because they're both so good. They're going to beat the shit out of each other trying to score. They're both great on both sides of the ball. They're both undefeated. I think this is going to be a slugfest in the trenches. I like the under. Um, I
I'm
want to
taking
take
South
the
Dakota State at
the
home.
Jackrabbits or whatever they are in South Dakota State.
Yeah, I'm taking them. I actually think they're going to win outright. 4.5 points is too much. Houston versus Arizona State. 6-1, 5-2. It's about a 7 point. It's a tutty.
Yeah, I like Houston with a touchdown.
Really? I agree with you, actually. You know what? I agree with you. And you know what, Scott? I'm going to keep my eye on the over in that game. Colorado versus Utah.
I like
13 and a
Utah.
half point spread.
I like Utah by more than 2 touchdowns. I think they beat them by 17-20. I don't think I don't think Colorado's as bad as anybody thinks they are. Whatever they get, this, that, reviews, blah blah blah, critics. But the game's in Rice Eccles at Salt Lake, so for me, it's a Utah win. They're gonna get it done. The number is scary. I, you know, I actually like the over 49 and a half better than I like laying 13 and a half. And one thing I wanted to say on this show on Saturdays, if you are in the community, you're a customer, you're a subscriber, and you're not writing down and watching this show every Saturday and getting literally 100 college football winners for free, then there's something fucking wrong with you.
Yeah, and I want to add one other thing too. Scott and I do shout out to you guys when we really love something. So, listen closely. You don't have to, oh
Write
my
it
God, I got
down.
50 picks. No, we gave you like 3 or 4 that we really love. Jump at them. Scott, I got one last game for you, buddy.
What?
Oh no, actually, we're done there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you into the pros, Scott, if you're good with it, because of course, as always, we're running out of time.
Yeah.
All right, partner. Here we go. Football, baby. You love the Jets. They're one of your favorite teams. BuyTheJets.com. I may be buying the Jets, Scott. I'm going to go on to this public campaign. I've told you about
How
that.
about this?
I may buy the Jets because Woody's a dick.
How about this? Aaron Glenn refusing to announce his starting quarterback to the media in a "I'm a tough guy" press conference, just continuing to give the press nothing, won't answer any questions about his quarterbacks. Here's what I have to say, and I tweeted this: who fucking cares who your fucking quarterback
Nobody.
is? You're 0-7, you cunt.
Thank you. It is so unimportant.
Fucking
Please,
cunt.
if you're thinking about betting, yeah, I mean, just it is terrible. Terrible. All right. Buffalo
They're gonna
against
get whacked by
Carolina.
Cincinnati too, by the way. Latest 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Uh Buffalo, Carolina. We got a 7 point spread there, Scotty.
Buffalo. I know Carolina's won 3 in a row. That ends here.
Yeah, I'm leaning your way, partner. San Francisco against Houston. We've got 2.5 point spread
I like San Francisco.
all the way, partner. I'm scratching my head. I think this should be a pick 'em. I don't get it, Scott. I seriously don't get it. Philadelphia against the Giants. Giants coming off one of the worst defeats in the history of their
But what are they
franchise.
going to do with
It's a
the seven
seven
and
and
a
a half point
half?
spread.
What are they going to do? They already beat them once.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't know, man. I'm so curious to see how this team bounces back. That's one of those losses that's just
I
incomprehensible.
don't think the
Whatever.
points again with the G-men.
All right, fair enough. Cleveland and New England, Scotty. Boy, I like Drake May. I fucking like that kid. He's already a tier two quarterback. He's special.
Yeah, I like the Pats at home in Foxborough.
All right, I'm going to take you up to Chicago, 4-2, Scotty, against Baltimore, who is God 1-5.
Baltimore's going to win this game. They are 1-5. They suck monkey onions, and they're finally. I think they're getting it back, right, Lamar. So my guess is it's got to be the Ravens that they'll beat the Bears.
Can they cover the spread?
Yeah, the
7 points.
Ravens are finally going to have a game on Sunday, I think.
All right. All right, yeah, in Baltimore, you got it. All right, Miami, nobody cares. When are they firing the coach against Atlanta 3-3?
Atlanta was a massive disappointment on Sunday night. I think
Oh,
they take it out on the Dolphins. I hate that number, though. It seems so obvious to take the Falcons and delay the points. I hate the 7 and a hook.
the
And the
hook is
Dolphins
bad.
have been so awful. I just feel like it's
Yeah,
a sucker play to lay that 7 and a hook. That's my feeling
I
on
get it.
Saturday. As I've said a million times on this show, I reserve the right to change my mind before those games tomorrow and to change my bet. I do not feel good about that bet right now on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm with you. Tampa Bay against New Orleans. New Orleans has one win. Of course, it was against the Giants. And Tampa Bay
Tampa.
has one of the
Tampa
best
all day.
quarterbacks in
No Mike
football.
Evans. He's done for the year with a broken clavicle. I still like Baker
Right.
Mayfield at the Superdome.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you, and I think that spread is too low. I don't just like Tampa in that one, Scott. I love them. All right, Dallas 3-1 on one of the strangest trippy journeys the season could ever imagine against Denver 5-2, who once again had a win last week for the ages.
Well, fuck them, okay, and their stupid coach. I think like I was so stunned seeing him run literally into the field and literally all the way to the line of scrimmage to throw his little
Yeah,
temper tantrum
jackass.
last week against the Giants. They got so fucking lucky to win that game that you know what's going to happen? Dallas is going to do them in the ass.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. All right. So we've got Tennessee 1-6 against Indianapolis 6-1.
I like the Colts in the
Interesting
over.
game, right?
I think the
You
Colts will
like the
score
Colts in the
40
over?
themselves.
Right. Wow. Yep. All right. So here we go now. We've got two more games, Scotty. We're coming to the finish line. We'll be done in about a minute or two. We've got Green Bay against Pittsburgh.
The Steelers don't lose on Sunday nights in prime time at home.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one, Scotty. I kind of agree with you. Washington, the final game we're going to talk about. Kansas City is surging. Washington is doing anything but surging. 12.5 point spread.
Yeah, I still don't like that spread. I think Kansas City wins the game and does not cover.
Interesting. Yeah, I would have a tough
I
time
mean,
taking
Washington's going to
Washington.
score. So if
Yeah.
they score a couple tutties, you can forget about that 48. It'll go over and they'll cover.
Yeah, I'm with you, partner. All right, my friend. I'm looking forward to a great weekend of football. I'm gonna ask you one final question here, Scotty. And just tell me honestly, my G-men. I know you're talking about the game. They'll cover this and that. Does this young quarterback just make me feel better? Does this young quarterback
Yes.
have a game?
Yes. I think they're moving in the right direction. Anyone that can't see that is an idiot. They're exciting now. They're worth watching. They're fun. They're cocky. I think their defensive pass rush is impressive. I think their quarterback is a badass. I think Scadaboo's a badass. It's the first time I'm not on Dable. I don't care about Joe Shane. I think Dable's actually doing a good job with them. They got burned in Denver. They should have won that fucking game. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Got burned Dallas.
But they
They
didn't.
got burned in Dallas.
So all I
Yeah.
know is I think the seed has been planted that they're moving in the right direction. Do not give up on them. I don't think they're going to get results or playoffs this year, but they're sure a lot more exciting than they've been in 10 years.
Yeah, I'm with you. And also, I was really proud that they got fined almost $250,000 for tackling the blue concussion tent. Good for you guys. All right, Scotty, we got to go.
All right, so you know where to find us everywhere. And on SiriusXM, search Pharrell. You got to go on there and search for us. It's like fishing. You got to catch a fish. So search Pharrell on the SiriusXM app. I love the SiriusXM app. All I listen to is Maximum Metallica and Pharrell and the Prophet.
There you go, brother. All right, guys, have a great day.
See ya.